Hi, thanks for joining us again on the newsroom. I am Oyi Adekunle. The Kaduna State chapter of the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) has commenced its planned 5-day warning strike in protest against the sack of about 4,000 workers by the state government. The union members, led by the national president of the NLC, Ayuba Waba, stormed the Kaduna State Secretariat, preventing workers from gaining entry. The train station at Rigasa has been fully shut, while the Kaduna State Secretariat, which houses about 10 ministries, is under lock and key. Meanwhile, Governor Nasir El-Rufai has insisted that his government would not bow to blackmail, explaining that it was not sustainable to spend 84 to 96% of federal allocation on salaries and personnel costs. Representatives of Ile-Ife and Modakeke communities in Osun State have denied reports of communal clash between both villages, describing the news circulating on social media as fake. There have been reports of sporadic gunshots heard around the Alaro area of Modakeke in the early hours of Monday. However, the spokesperson for the Modakeke Progressive Union, Debo Babalola, explained that it was a case of armed robbery blown out of proportion. Also, the Secretary of Ife Development Board, Lawrence Omidiora, said there is peace in Ife and called on people to stop sharing information creating panic. And South Africa has started its second phase of COVID-19 vaccinations, targeting 5 million citizens aged 60 and above by the end of June. The country is also aiming to finish vaccinating the country's 1.2 million healthcare workers this week. Health Minister Zweli Mkhize said the country was due to receive 325,000 doses of the Pfizer vaccine at midnight on Sunday, making the total doses of the Pfizer vaccine in the country 975,780. South Africa has the highest number of coronavirus cases in Africa, with more than 1.6 million infections and over 55,000 deaths. The UN High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, says more than 650 irregular migrants have been rescued and returned to Libya. The 650 persons who departed aboard 4 rubber boats from Zuware were returned on Sunday to Tripoli by Libyan authorities. Rescued migrants often end up inside overcrowded reception centers across Libya, despite repeated international calls to close those centers. According to the International Organization for Migration, migrants and refugees in Libya continue to be subjected to arbitrary detention, ill treatment, exploitation, and violent conditions that push them to take risky journeys, especially dangerous sea crossings. Bitcoin rallied from a 3-month low on Monday in a volatile session that saw investors initially selling and then buying cryptocurrencies in the wake of Tesla boss Elon Musk's tweets about the car maker's Bitcoin holdings. In his latest tweet, Musk said Tesla has not sold any Bitcoin. That seeming clarification came after weekend tweets hinted that Tesla was considering or may have already sold some of its massive holdings. Bitcoin fell more than 9% on Monday to as low as $42,185, its lowest since February 8th, but has now rallied back to around $45,190,000. And working in long hours is killing hundreds of thousands of people annually, and that's according to a report by the World Health Organization, WHO. The joint study produced by the WHO and the International Labour Organization, ILO, showed that 745,000 people died from stroke and heart disease associated with long working hours in 2016 due to having worked at least 55 hours a week. The report, which was drawn on data from 194 countries, further showed that most victims were men and were middle-aged or older. The study also notes that the number of people working long hours is increasing and currently stands at 9% of the total global population. And in sports, West Brom centre-back Semi Ajayi has revealed he was subjected to racist abuse on social media after their 2-1 loss to Liverpool on Sunday. The Nigerian international played the duration of the match as the hosts gave up their lead to suffer their 20th defeat in the Premier League this season. After the match, Ajayi took to his social media page where he reviewed racist comments. It remains to be seen if social media platforms will take action to crack down on racism with severe punishment. For that latest update on the newsroom at this time, please join us on the next hour for more.